Hey guys, welcome to WooConf 2016. The day's finally arrived. You guys excited? It's been a year and a half since we last got together. How many of you guys were in San Francisco with us? Handful of you? Yeah, back in November of 2014. As Dre alluded to, a lot's changed since then. And yeah, it's been an incredible journey seeing this event come together. And like Dre said, we have a lot of great speakers. We have leaders in the e-commerce world sharing their expertise, WordPress developers, we have panelists, we have store owners. So I think you guys are really in for a treat, and we just want to thank you for coming and supporting us here. We have a really diverse group of attendees and people here, spanning what's the total? 26 countries and 6 continents. We're missing Antarctica. Maybe eventually we'll get there. And yeah, diverse in the sense of where they're coming from, where they're based, but also who you are. This is an event that is for store owners, for developers. We have some of the leading e-commerce companies in the world here. So we're catering to all of you. So thank you guys for coming. In terms of the states, 37 states represented here, 90 Texans in the house, Texas, woo. And my home state, number 2, California, with 70 attendees. Woo, Cali. For each of us at Woo, the journey that we've been on extends beyond our jobs, and it's a very personal journey. Many of us were involved with WordPress or Woo before we joined the company. I was living in South Africa and ran a little online store selling these colorful cables for a while before I joined Woo. And many of the guys in our team, well, yeah, it didn't work out very well, but following that, I've had the privilege of, over the last 3 years, of having a front row seat to seeing us transform from being a theming company to being a theming company that does e-commerce trying to sell more themes, to us being a scrappy, bootstrap company, you know, scrambling to grow and learn and become a fully fledged e-commerce platform. So it's been a really exciting journey to be a part of. And I'm often asked, what is the secret sauce to our growth? What is it that has enabled us to grow as such a small company? And I think depending who you speak to, you'd get different answers. I think the simple answer is we've grown in parallel to WordPress. But I think if you were to speak to developers, they would probably speak to the ease of customizations and code customizations. If you speak to someone that's learning, they might speak to our documentation and resources. Or if you speak to someone in a less prominent market, they might speak to the way that local developers have built integrations that make it possible to sell online. But I think the strength and power of Woo kind of lies in all those different spheres, and it's not really one thing. For me and for a lot of us, I think our passion has been fueled by people, and I mean our own team. And I also mean the community. And as we've kind of grown, we've stepped out into places we didn't think we would go, you know, e-commerce events, WordCamps, and really tried to learn. And as we've engaged with users and partners, we've really learned a lot. And we've always, myself included, we've always really enjoyed just watching businesses being launched around the world. And more than that, getting to meet those people in person. So I think that's what makes this event really special, is actually getting to engage in person and learn. And that goes for all of us. So here you guys are. And whether you were sent here by your job or you bought a ticket, you're thrust into this community for the next couple of days. And we really hope that you guys get a lot out of this. And I just want to highlight just a few groups and kind of express briefly what they mean to us and mean to our platform. Obviously, we wouldn't be here without store owners. From the mom and pop shops doing business in their garages to the larger businesses that have thousands of SKUs. They've put their faith in our software and they trust that we'll continue to innovate and more so continue to sustain and exist in the years to come. And then we have our beautiful developers. WooCommerce Core itself is powerful, but it's really the extensions, the hundreds of official extensions and thousands of plugins that extend WooCommerce and connect it to other services that really make it what it is. I'm just highlighting a few of our third-party developers that are in the house today. And yeah, woo! So yeah, I mean, without them, we wouldn't be here, really. We wouldn't have been able to do it on our own. And without developers and agencies buy-in, we wouldn't be able to, and their recommendation, really, we wouldn't be where we are. So we thank the developers. And we have the partners. And these are our sponsors for the event. And this is where I spent most of my time at Woo. It's been a really, really incredible journey for me to work with some of the finest e-commerce companies in the world. We've learned a lot from these companies. They're all experts in different areas. And we've had to be, for those of us that engage in this space, had to learn to be a little bit of a jack of all trades. So we thank you for your guys' support at this event and your continued support in helping us extend our platform. And we thank you in particular for being at WooConf. I know you guys are sandwiched in between a Shopify and a Magento event, so we know which one's the best, but yeah. So I've coined a phrase, which we may need to rework this week, but the Woo-munity. And it's the idea that, a famous Aristotle quote, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. The idea that all of us together make something better. And it's with a lot of gratitude that as a WooCommerce employee, we can say that. It's not about us. We love the idea that we're building these products and tools that help you guys build your businesses and that you can be part of that. So yeah. So in closing, I think just my thoughts on sort of where we're headed a little bit. But there was a time where people spoke about e-commerce killing retail. Or a time where when you think about starting a small business in e-commerce, you might think that it's an impossible mountain to climb with the internet behemoths and marketplaces. And while it's really a competitive space to be in, and certainly like any e-commerce platform sees a lot of churn and a lot of businesses start and fail or whatever, we think the opportunity is huge. And even outside of our platform, the e-commerce space, there's a huge amount of opportunity. And from the consumer standpoint, and just from a very qualitative point of view, looking at the types of stores that are getting started, I really think there's a re-enchantment with artisanal, unique, slow, curated things. I think people want to connect. And it's so amazing for us to see the innovation coming from stores that are using WooCommerce. I think of it almost like a wave of micro merchants. Not to say there aren't large businesses, but a wave of small businesses that some of them will grow up to be prominent companies. And I'm really excited to be a part of a generation that's going to transform the technology that's being used. And I think we all can be excited about being part of that. We're really fortunate to be the custodians and home to a lot of these incredible stores and the platform of choice for thousands of developers. And we are really committed to helping you guys provide you with the tools that you need to be successful. And we couldn't be more thrilled as part of our journey to have joined Automattic and to be under the leadership of someone who's a visionary and inspiring like Matt Mullenweg, who you guys will hear from in a few minutes. And that is the next chapter. Well, obviously it was last year, but that is where we're at in this journey, to be part of such an exciting company. And you guys will hear about what's next throughout the next couple of days and in chatting with us. But again, I just want to thank you guys for being a part of this. We really, really appreciate your support and being here. We really hope that you have an amazing couple days. We've put a lot into our product. We've put a lot into this conference. And we really hope that you guys are inspired. We hope that you learn. And most importantly, I hope that you meet some amazing people the next few days that make an impact on your journey. So thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoy WooConf 2016.